Welcome to Let's Grow Buffalo, where tonight we're transplanting our eggplants and our peppers. So we're out here this evening, kind of in the beginning of mosquito season. So I'm going to try and make this as brief as I can before I'm eaten alive. So basically both of these plants, the bell pepper and the eggplant that we've been growing inside since March, April, are ready to transplant. They have several sets of leaves on them, sets of true leaves, and I've got the garden bed prepped. Same as usual, I have some compost. You can put some topsoil on the bottom if you are doing a raised bed, but the compost really gives it that nice fluffy texture, so the roots can really easily kind of dig their way through the soil. And then I've also mixed in a fertilizer. If you guys are looking for something, there's a lot of vegetable specific ones. There's just like all-purpose, and they have instructions about how much you should put in a given space. So we're going to zoom in here and show how I do the actual planting. So you have to make sure when you're planting your pepper and your eggplant that you give them enough space. So in this bed, it's 4 feet by 4 feet. Realistically, I should be able to plant 4 of those plants in here. Or in this case, I'm just going to plant 2 on either side while I've got the other half of the bed dedicated to herbs. So pretty straightforward. You're going to take the container, give it a little squeeze around the edge. I like to stabilize. After I squeeze it, I like to stabilize the stem, flip it upside down, and then give it another little squeeze, and voila, we've got the full plant root ball all set up here. I'm just going to take my trowel, dig it into the space, move the dirt to the side, and give it a quick flip over, and then bring the dirt all the way around. Give it a little packing in. And unlike tomatoes, you don't want to bury too much of the stem. You really want to get that extra stability by just making sure that it's packed in. These stems are going to be more susceptible to rot. So after this, I'd recommend giving it that light layer of mulching, giving it a thorough watering, especially for the first few days. And then hopefully here, this plant's going to continue to grow, and it'll be growing bell peppers. Unlike tomatoes, you don't necessarily need to cage the peppers, but you may need to cage the eggplant. Some of it just depends on how heavy the plant and the fruit are going to get. If they start bending the entire plant off to the side, well, maybe staking it isn't a bad idea. If you do know that you're going to be growing extra large, like an extra large variety, it's probably not a bad idea to get that stake in now rather than putting it in later and potentially damaging the roots. So beyond that, that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and give it a little bit of fertilizer as the season goes on, but that all depends on what type of soil you have and what type of fertilizer you're using, whether it's a slow release or a fast release. Other than that, I hope that was a quick little tutorial there. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and let's grow buffalo.